Science tells us that everything we can see, the stars, the planets, you, me, the screen you're watching right now, are all made up and account for only the 5% of the universe. The other 95% is dark energy and dark matter, which is the invincible, expanding, and also the foundational. We are living in a tiny 5% slice of a reality that is fundamentally hidden. Now, hold that thought, because if you are made in the image of the divine, as it has been arguably established in the theological space, and the universe is the architecture of that same divine, why would we expect our own quote-unquote self to be any different? In theology, we are taught we share the anatomy of God, but look at our internal anatomy. Jung gave us the map, which is made up of the persona, the ego, the animal, and the shadow. We are obsessed with the persona, which is the marks. We hug it tight, but we ignore the 95%, which is the shadow. Carl Jung famously said that the shadow is 95% pure good, because it contains your raw survival instincts, your untapped power, and your unrefined creativity. Yet, we treat it like a hazard. We've been conditioned to stay in the shallow. Think about our language. When we call something quote-unquote deep, we mean it's chaotic, unmapped, and dangerous without even knowing. When we call something shallow, we mean it's predictable, visible, and orderly. Of course, whether intentionally or non-intentionally. We are terrified of the deep because it is dark. But that is exactly where the 95% resides. Humans have a problem. We have insistently denied the presence of the mother, which is the shadow, while tightly hugging the baby, which is the persona. Is this hubris, delusion, or just blatant oblivion? I don't know. By ignoring the 95%, we have effectively trying to navigate a vast ocean while convinced we are responsible for the few feet of water beneath our boat. We refuse to acknowledge the deep current, and as a consequence, our boat is being rocked. Our lives, our relationships, our mental health, our civilization, which are all in this boat, are oscillating because we refuse to interrogate the part of us that is actually doing the moving. If you want to survive, you should stop trying to flatten the world into a 5% reality. You begin the work of refining the 95% of gold hidden in the abyss. We are going to stop letting the shadow rock the boat and start using it as an anchor, as we should. This is not just a study of psychology. It is a reconstruction of your internal infrastructure. Follow and like to stay on this journey. We are just beginning to map the back-end code of who you actually are.